Hi, this is Sage of the Stage, and once again on this channel, we're going to listen to the beautiful, wonderful Ofra Haza, Israeli singer, actress, Grammy Award nominee, often referred as Israeli Madonna in the Western world, but in my opinion, she's not that much similar to Madonna at all, but in a way, she is a Madonna, as in she is a goddess of her voice, and she's often referred as the goddess of the desert. If you haven't listened to Ofra before, you're in for a treat, and you will know just in a second why she's referred to as the goddess of the desert sound. She just has that mesmerizing voice. But first, I'm a singing coach and I teach singing every day through Skype, Zoom, what's video call, or whatever works for you. If that's something you're interested in, check out my website, singeverything.com, consider booking a lesson, and if you book more lessons up front, there are some discounts. So check out my FAQ section of the page for more information about that. If you want, you can send me a clip of you singing. That can be an audio clip, video clip, send it over at Vizio, and I will give you some professional feedback. Or you can book a custom reaction video, just like the videos you're watching on my channel. Some of them are requests and some are not, but if you want me to analyze and react to a certain video, just send me the link over at Vizio and you can expect the video uploaded to my channel within days. But remember to use the code H10 to get 10% off of your purchase. That's a time limited offer. It's only valid for a little less than 2 weeks, so hurry up and get your Vizio. Today we're listening to a song called Kirya. So without further ado, let's just jump into it. How I like these oriental instruments. This is some kind of a flute, or I feel like it's a bamboo instrument. You know, it's just some native kind of stuff. What instrument could this be? It's like a pan flute, but it has a deeper sound. Woo! I love her voice, man. Goosebumps right from the start. Just like the rhythm. She always translates me, you know, she teleports me in this wonderful place. And I can't believe she's not more famous, because she's so natural. Okay, we now have a little bit of bass guitar. Listen to it. Then you have a slap here and there. And just a lot of percussive instruments. Now you have an acoustic guitar that's also doing a slap. Ah, those beautiful trolls she does. I will pause it in a second. I have a couple of things to say. Man, I just feel bad when I pause this, but I have to. I'm waiting for a right place, but this is Ofra. It's not easy to pause her. Okay, let's do it here. Now, the thing with this song and with a lot of her songs is that she's never exaggerating too much with the vocals. She does a lot of these trills. That's kind of a signature to her, but they're not over the top. She's not boring us with them, and that's very important. The other thing, her songs are always rhythmical. They always have either this kind of a rhythmic feel that's kind of danceable, but at the same way, it's kind of like praising, I don't know, it's praising the Lord or it's praising the part of the history. She's always singing about something. And this song, Kirya, is actually an ancient Hebrew word for Jerusalem. And Ofra is an Israeli singer. She was born in Tel Aviv, and you know the historic importance of both Israel and Jerusalem. And Ofra just has that voice that just can heal everything. And I already talked about her song Jerusalem of Gold and Elohai on this channel, and I advise you to check it out because I really talk about the historic aspects of the songs, and I try to connect it with Balkan and something that's more more familiar to me. Now, the thing with this song is that I couldn't find the translation of the song. I've tried to translate the words in Google Translate, but that just doesn't work at all. The song is in Hebrew language, I believe, and Google Translate just doesn't do anything with that. I've searched around the internet and I just couldn't find the translation. So if you know exactly what the song is about, I would really appreciate you leaving a comment and telling me more about it. All I know is that Kirya is an ancient Hebrew nickname for Jerusalem. I can only think about what she's singing about Jerusalem. But for now, let's listen to the rest of the song and we'll talk about it a little bit later. But I just like the rhythmic aspect of it. All the instruments are kind of playing minimalistically, which means they're letting her voice be in the center of the attention. I almost feel like she's leading us all, and the instruments are just there to make it more colorful. It's like a painting of Ofra, but the instruments are just there, you know, to fill in the background a little bit. Oh, I wish she was still here today. I would pay everything to see her live. She's just a natural talent. Every single trill, every single breath in her vocal, everything is well thought out. She doesn't waste space unnecessary. Again with that. Now, I've talked about this in my previous videos. In these kind of oriental languages, and in Hebrew especially, you have a lot of these vowels and kind of word structures that you don't have in any other kind of languages, at least to my knowledge, where you have a lot of these kind of almost spitty kind of vowels where you go and that actually brings a lot of the emotion of the song. Even if I don't understand exactly what the song is about, I think she's kind of singing about the love she has for Jerusalem. I think she has a lot of songs about Jerusalem in general, but her most popular is probably Jerusalem of Gold, where she's singing about the 6-day war. And you know, her songs are really important in history, and her voice and everything. She was that kind of singer that really made an impact in history. And if she were alive today, I'm sure she would make the world so much better with her voice and her music. I like how every instrument is kind of, you know, acting like a percussive instrument. For example, listen to the guitar. You know, you have these kind of slap thing that kind of brings more of a percussive feel, dancing feel. And just every instrument. Nothing too much, not too much playing, nothing too complicated, but it just drives the song forward. But her trills and this flute, wonderful. And her voice coming after this flute, it's almost like she's responding to the flute, you know. It's almost like you have a question and answer thing here. The flute was, you know, playing something, and then she's doing kind of the same thing with her voice with these trills. Now the flute again. And she's probably going to sing again. Kind of this similar melody here. Yes, that's exactly what's happening here. It's like she's having a conversation with the instruments. I love her voice so much. I like those runs. Oh! And it's just carry on, carry on. Let's just listen to the rest of the song. I have a couple of more things to say. Instrumental is beautiful. As I already said, it's not too complicated, but it serves the purpose, especially the flute. Ooh, nice ending. It almost sounds like the instruments are kind of off, that they're not together, but that kind of gives it a special ending. I don't remember hearing something like this very often. Usually, especially nowadays, where everything is recorded in computers, everything tends to be quantized. And what does that mean? That means that everything is kind of put into this grid, which means that every single kick of the drum, every single instrument plays exactly in time. And that kind of gives it this robotic feel. That can be interesting, but at the same time, it robs it of its humanness, of these, let's say, small imperfections or perfect imperfections that I like to call them. That's what makes the music really breathe. Makes it, because we're humans, we make flaws, and those little flaws are actually what makes us unique. And here we have that. I wouldn't say it's a flaw, but it just, the instruments are not completely together when they end. They kind of all end in a little bit of different times, but I think that's what makes it even more unique. Listen to the ending. Wait for it. You know? This is perfect. Nobody's ending at the same time, but that's what gives it such a unique sound. Now, what I wanted to say is that I've listened to a lot of singers from all around the world, and I've listened to a lot of trills, not just from Israel, not just from Ofra. There are a lot of different trills from a lot of different places in the world, like Balkan, like Serbia, like Macedonia, and even India. The singers in those parts of the world are famous for using a lot of ornaments in their singing. What does that mean? That means that they're not just singing the main melody, but they're always coloring it with a lot of trills. That means if you have a simple melody, for example, let's say, they're putting a lot of small notes in between those melodies to make it more, let's say, colorful. Which kind of sounds like you know, they're just fooling around with their voice, but they kind of have that in their nature. For example, for me, I would have to practice that a little bit because I'm not used to listening to that kind of music all the time. But I just feel that Ofra has that in her background. She's not even thinking about it. She's doing it very naturally. She's doing it almost like a reflex. But she's done it so many times that she kind of structured to perfection. And I think that's what makes her really an extraordinary singer. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, like it, share with your friends, consider subscribing and hit that bell to get notified about my next videos. If you're interested in singing, check out my website, singereverything.com, consider booking a lesson, and I can teach you a thing or two. Or you can send me a clip of you singing. That can be an audio clip, video clip, send it over a video, and I will give you some professional feedback, some pointers on how to improve your voice. You can also book a custom reaction video. Just send me a link of your favorite artist, of your favorite performance, and expect an uploaded video on my channel within days. But remember to use the code H10 to get 10% off of your purchase. That works both for singing critiques and for custom reaction videos. If you really enjoy what I do on the channel, consider supporting me through my PayPal me link by buying me a cup of coffee. Think about it. Coffees aren't that expensive, but every single thing, and I mean every single thing, adds up in the end, and it helps me make better videos, and it helps me make these videos constantly. It's really hard to make time for these videos, but I'm always trying my best to do so because I really enjoy the interaction with you. So thank you to everybody that chooses to support me, and I always send a private thank you message to everybody, so if you decide to support me a little bit, expect a thank you message from me. And just what can I say? We're almost at 100k subscribers, and that's just mind-blowing. I hope we reach that goal as soon as possible. You look wonderful, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.